أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Viewers of YouTube channel Cricket Stars of Syed Muhammad HAIDER Shah alias Wasi Shah, 21 year age in United Arab Emirates. Tonight at 9 p.m. there was a match ICC Academy Arabian League in Dubai Sports City. Future Mattress CC versus Emirate NBD Bank CC. Match started. It's a match number 963 of Syed HAIDER Wasi Shah since 1/1/2016. Match number 963. Match started. Toss won by Emirate NBD CC and they opted fielding first. Viewers, batting started by Future Matter CC. Syed Muhammad HAIDER Shah alias Wasi Shah went on 2 down in 1.3 overs, and mashallah he played such a nice inning. He made 106 runs in 55 balls. That was 64th century and 250 half centuries, 150 since 1/1/2016 till 13th November 2022. Viewers, I am uploading his match ball to ball, his century. Please watch it and support this channel and subscribe this channel, and please also share to your cricket lovers friends. Thank you very much, viewers, and watch and enjoy your cricket mind. Thank you very much.
Dynamic, exciting, a real go-getter and in prime form. And now he needs to play a responsible knock. He's in just the second over of the game.
Well, whoever's given him that idea of coming round the wicket, it's a genius move so far. The key to that wicket of Hamid Khan was exactly that. Coming around the wicket right-hander, he's pushing it across. It almost seems as if it's going away from you, but the last moment after it's pitched on that good length, and what he's done good is he's pitched on the right areas, not being too full, making use of that slight movement. Hamid Khan not playing it too early. Now he's over the wicket and he's got a beautiful shape. Wide of the crease, just kept going into him.
He's tall, upright, and hitting that upright seam as well. Getting that ball to misbehave. Wasi just poking at it, needs to be a lot more assured with the stroke play. And he'll have the experienced Yasir Khalil alongside him. So that will certainly help.
I wonder if Muhammad Yasir is thinking, well, now that Hamid Khan is gone, and maybe I can come back for a second over, improve my figures a little bit. HAIDER, this time it's a single. So Wasi Shah gets off the number. What a fantastic over. Has pulled things back single-handedly for his team. Akhlaq, 2 for 2 for him. 2 overs, 27 for 2. Future Mattress. It was a good guess, wasn't it? Muhammad Yasir is back. Good opportunity for him to clean up those ugly-looking figures of the first over. 24 is given away. But he's been driven nicely and attempt to stop it from the foot. But that will be in vain. He's giving it a chase, not giving up. I think that's Lani there. Then a crossover for a couple of runs.
Nicely caressed through the covers there by Wasi. Good check drive. And that's what you need to do. Keep your balance. Play the ball on its merit. Not everybody can bat like Hamid Khan. So just ease into the innings. Plenty of time left to apply yourself and get a big score.
Inconsistency.
Well, the only slight chink in Yasir Khalim's mighty armor is that in-swinger into his middle stumper pads. He's not a natural player on the leg side as he is from point to mid-off. So that is where Muhammad Yasir's natural in-swing can be effective.
cuts it away. Lahiro will do the cleaning up. It's another single. So the good thing they've done is, even though the boundaries have dried up, yes, last over was a brilliant one. They haven't got knocked down, these two. The bowling has become a little bit better than what it was, but they're still managed. Once you've seen off that new ball, the wicket becomes very easy. You can hit through the line, and I think that's what Shah and Yasir will be telling each other. Look, Hamid Khan has done us a favour by getting us a good start and keeping that run rate going very well for us in the power play. We just need to watch out that swing and then make hay when the sun shines a little later on. Pushed away. This time they'll take a single, and no. Lahiro, much faster there, much quicker.
You were very tentative in this over. First three and then just singles. So Mohammad Yasir tying it up nicely. He's not going to bowl any magic deliveries. Consistency is his main strength. Let's see if he can nip one in through the gate though. Oh, nicely played. Solid. Push to mid off. And he is through for one steady over from the captain. Only 7 off at this time. 34 for 2 at the end of 3. This game is wonderfully evenly poised.
Akhlaq after that superb first over will now continue for Emirates NBD. Oh, that would have been a brilliant catch had he held on to it, but it races over to the boundary.
Streaky shot, SYED HAIDER versus SHAH. That was aerial. There was a point fielder, but not a gully. He's found the gap, and it will hit the fence in quick time.
A high risk shot to play that, too close to cut, but eventually it wasn't in the reach of that fielder, so gets that boundary early on in the over. So first little blemish from Akhlaq HAIDER. Let's get on the back foot there. No runs here, so this is how you come back in a game. Yes, you picked up a couple of wickets, and if you want to really bring that run rate down, your fielders will have to support you, cut off those quick singles, really frustrate the batters, and make them do the mistake.
He's kept a long on to Wasim very early on, and a long off, in fact. Oh, he's picked it up. It was on the legs. And look at that wonderful swivel slot sweep from SHAH, deposited into the car park for a maximum.
You bowl on that line, you're asking for punishment. Lots of room over there. In fact, it wasn't too much of the leg side. It was a straightish delivery, but very well done on Shah's part. Picked out that gap. He knew there was no field in the deep, so he could take that risk. And it goes for a 1 bounce 4.
With your long off and long on, and your offside ring up, that was literally the last place you could bowl the ball, Akhlaq. Very poor delivery. The captain will be tearing his hair out, although he's bowled. So he needs to find that off-stump channel. Fair enough, you're going to bowl the ball full, so you have the straight fielders, but you cannot stay onto the pads of Yunus.
Any batter at any level will take advantage of you. If you're going to bowl to your strength, usually for any batter is their leg side. 14 now for SHAH. Yes, despite those 2 quick wickets from Akhlaq, EMIRATES have still gotten off to a very good start here. 42 for 2 in 3.5 overs. I think we've lost the ball.
Ball has gone into those bushes that are running alongside the car park. And yes, no balls please, as I heard on the walkie-talkie. Umpire Vipin Singh, rightly so, not wasting any time. We're not here for an Easter egg competition, we're here for a game of cricket.
Yeah, 9 o'clock start here in Dubai, so umpires generally are very strict about being on time. Remember, there is that penalty as well. If you can't finish your overs in time, on the 19th over, if you're past your over rate, you have to bring one fielder back into the 30-yard circle. So all those things matter. Yes, in this case, maybe it's not the fielding team that will pay the price, but you still have to remember those things. especially if you're stacked up with seamers.
And that's what I like about Private Singh. He's decisive. He's not gonna dilly-dally. No nonsense. And maybe the new white ball can change NBD's fortunes. Driven towards extra and they'll amble for one quite easily.
Yeah, the downwicket angle was working quite fine for HAIDER, so I'm not sure why he went back to over the wicket. Maybe just tried a couple of things, depending on what the batter does. Maybe did some research on the
Expensive over here from Akhlaq, 47 for 2.
They decided to bowl his third over. Lost on the track was SHAH, trying to do something different. We predicted that Yasir might just go short. But in the end, it's just a dot ball.
Not a bad idea to create his own life. Mohammad Yasir is not particularly quick, but they cannot afford to lose a wicket here. They still have the likes of Muhammad Ikram Jora, Muhammad Farazuddin to come after this, but certainly this is the main pair for future mattress in this game.
Oh, lofted on the offside. Not sure if that will go for a boundary. Might just stop. Yes, the fielder will pull it off. There'll be couple and they'll run for a 3. 1 for that throw.
I caught it higher on the blade, but what I liked was how close he tried to get to the ball. Good technique. And just lofting that inner ring. So he's gotten off to a start. In fact, 18 of 13, he's playing beautifully. I thought he'd still be around 10s or 11s.
He's gone up very quietly to 18 of 13. Well, you were asking for a third seam by Ahmed. Here he is, Anuj Thakur. Short ball to begin with, and SHAH pulls that across. Doesn't really get the distance. Clowns out of the field and they'll got a couple.
Well, he's lucky. It's the power play restrictions. Only 3 men on the leg side. It was the square leg, the long one, and the short fine leg. So it was a safe shot in the end. But was he perhaps trying too many shots at one stage? Maybe just watch yourself. Now he's at mid wicket.
That's cut away, and Santosh Miller somehow getting behind that. Stopping that thing. In fact, that's Yasir. Sorry, the captain, Hamad Yasir.
Yeah, that was swatted like the ball was a fly. And they interestingly do have a deep extra for Anuj and the long on.
Okay, so that offside is being absolutely battered by SHAH and Yasir Karim. So far, the fielders have done a decent job. Quite a few opportunities for them to thread those gaps and get those boundaries. Joy, the long on and the deep extra cover. Protection for Anuj Thakur to go full if he wanted to. Pulled away. There is no protection there though. And that will be a comfortable boundary for SHAH down at square leg.
Well, that makes literally no sense to me. You have a long on and a deep extra. Why are you banging the ball in? It's almost a free hit for Wasi. You're not that quick either. Fair enough, it was accurate. But that length, when you have zero protection on deep on the leg side, it's a free hit basically, and he's picked up a 4.
Normally, you'd have something called a double bluff, but that would work the other way around. You're showing the batter that you're going to go short, but then you end up bowling full.
This was a triple bluff.
You could put it that way. Anuj Thakur gets on top of it, but he does manage to get over for a single. We'd have had some work to do to his left to pick that up, so allowing time for the batter to cross over. So again, not much of a risk, giving away too many freebies here, EMIRATES NBD. You want to create some pressure, stitch together a few drop balls. Don't let the batter settle down and get into a rhythm.
In the power play, but for the loss of 2 wickets. Some spin being introduced of the left-arm variety. Vaibhav Singh bowled beautifully in the previous game for NBD against Dubai Gymkhana. Let's see if he can try out this batting pair for looking pretty ominous. Oh, I misfailed that point. He will pick up 1.
Mohammad Yasir not really setting the best of examples, the captain there. You want to be your best when you're leading the side. You don't want to give your fielders any excuses. But I'm saying yes, picked up a couple of very important wickets in the last game, and if he can do that here,
Themselves any favors in the field. Slack piece of fielding. And when the opposition is going at 11.7, partnership of 48, the least you can do is back your spin bowler.
Lots of flight there. SHAH almost waiting on his back foot. And another quick single. This is something they've done really well, and it's allowed them to keep that run rate very healthy. They started off very well, 24 off the first over. But Bhasin seems to be in a hurry.
Reduced here. Getting a bit of grip off the surface, but eased into the gap at mid-wicket. And the fielding has not been great from NBD so far, Samir.
Yeah, the standards they've displayed here tonight don't really. Well, you wanted it, and Santosh has given it. That's what you get a dot ball when you pitch it in the right areas.
If they're going to challenge you down the ground, let them allow it. That's part and parcel of a spinner's arsenal. Tempting that lofted shot straight, you do have protection. You have to be daring enough to bowl that length.
This time it's cut away, and a good job there. Very good job there. Unfortunately, though, he's gotten excited and allowed an overthrow. So they will cross for a single.
What was the mid-wicket fielder doing there? Is he out here for a stroll? You have to back up the throw. Wonderful effort by Hamad at point, but still cost them a run. Decent over from Santosh Pillai, only 5 off it, 90 for 2.
Relaxing, floats it there as he's been doing. Gets an outside edge for SHAH. They will complete a couple of runs. So, few outside edges tonight, and they've all gone in the batting team's favour.
Once again, not finding his length there, Vaibhav. It was straighter, but too short. And SHAH, 31 of 24. He will play those cut shots all day and all night.
Again, another cut shot and will be another single. Just to give you an indication of how slow Vaibhav is bowling, just watch the batter when he's delivering the ball. He's waiting there for a long time until the ball arrives at him, and he's got enough time to almost choose where he wants to place it.
For this game so far, and the captain is way out there at deep mid-wicket. This time tucked around the corner, straight to fine leg, and they'll pick up a 1 again.
You know, if you look at that, Yasir Khalil has reached 36 of 18 balls. It's going at 200 and over.
9 overs completed at 2 wickets.
Partnership between these two. 103 in just 9 overs.
Yeah, 77 runs added between the pair, looking rock solid at the crease. And this has been fired over extra cover. Beautiful shot, and there was SHAH. Fast hands.
Full delivery by Santosh Pillai. Lots of time for SHAH. And all he had to do was stand and deliver. Beautifully done. 1 bounce into the fence.
He was aiming for our tournament director, Mr. Mahesh Mondkar there. He was just enjoying the view. Then he saw the ball hurtling at him. Thankfully, it was just to his right. Of course, we were protected by about, 15mm thick glass. But even then, that day, Samir Yunus was ducking for cover. That clip I heard has gone viral on Instagram.
Well, lack of experience. My first few days here. Now I know this glass is going to protect us thanks to you guys' assurance. Santosh Pillai is not very assured. Just a single. Again, straight to the fielder and running comfortably. It's not even like they're making it a challenge for the batters to complete the run. So it's almost as if they've given up and almost hoping for the batter to make a mistake and get out.
Well, I haven't seen Chanuka Raveen come into the bowling yet. He was the one who changed the tide in the previous game.
Might just be able to break the shackles here for Emirates NBD. Again, cut away. This time it's in the gap. He's thrown at it. They've peppered that point region. More often than not, it has gone straight to the field, but this time SHAH finds the gap to perfection. Another boundary to him in this over.
Well, he waited and he waited and he waited just to find that gap behind point. Beautifully done by young Shah. That's a shot of a quality player, a class player.
They're going almost neck to neck now. Shah and Yasir, both in their 40s. It's taken a bit of time compared to Yasir Khalil Shah, but he won't mind. Still a very healthy non-red they're going at. Down the leg side, swept away, and there is no fielder there as well. So the third boundary in this over, Santosh Pillai was economical in his first, but expensive in his second now.
Wonderfully executed, a fine sweep there from Wasi. And once again they forgot there's nobody at fine leg. Empty vacant spaces and exploited by the young right-hander. 117 for 2 at the halfway stage.
This time it'll be given. No, it's not. They seem quite confident.
He missed it by a mile. Excellent umpiring there. Umpire Akhtar Hussain there. Yeah, he missed it by a mile, I reckon. No way. But was he? He's practicing the shot. Very big animated appeal.
I'm not sure if the umpire will be too happy with where Charuka was standing there, right in his line of sight.
Just maybe scuffing up the pitch, perhaps. That's going to be hard to do. It's absolutely well rolled in grass, rock hard.
Oh, Charuka, as soon as he's coming now, he's very into a full over. How they would have wished to get that because of Yasir Khalil. Had Yasir held on to that catch.
Well, let me say something that will be familiar to you. Allah Hari Macha. Bowling beautifully, Charuka.
You want the Sri Lankan flavor, now you've got in the big
absolutely.
Oh, this is nice. He's got the right pace as a spinner. That's what's impressive about him. Vaibhav Singh was just pushing it, giving it a lot of air, but Charuka has recognized here that he needs to hurry the batsman up, not give them the time to manufacture those shots.
Ball in, roll it harder into the surface.
Oh, that's a lot of time given. And Shah is the kind of player who's not going to miss out when you give him time and width and space.
50 for young Shah, just 34 deliveries. Hasn't really played a false shot in anger. And they needed somebody to step up. Missing a lot of key players, and they lost 2 wickets early. That's an excellent innings from the young man.
This is very disappointing from Emirates NBD. You don't see the captain or any of the senior players coming up to the ball, having a chat with him, motivating him to maybe give a couple of ideas, ask him if he should throw a little harder. But Vaibhav is all by himself over here. That's not how teams operate. Put it away. And more importantly, pulled into the gap. There was a square leg, there was a deep mid-wicket, but Wasi Shah has done it for 35 deliveries, and he can choose to play that wherever he wants to.
Raises the 100 partnership in exactly 60 balls. So it's been relentless aggression from Future Mattress. They've been going at 10 runs per over, in fact 11.2 runs per over. And once again, once he offered you width outside off, and this time he allows you to pull you through the leg side. It's very poor from Vaibhav.
That is a full toss. That has been hammered past the pavilion. That has been hammered past everything. That's a huge 6 and it's a gift from Vaibhav.
Well, now the overcompensation and the hanging full toss. And Wasi Shah's eyes lit up, bang, over the side screen towards the academy. Probably heading to Mr. Mahesh Montkar's office. That was a biggie. Right into the corridor.
Still quite baffled as to why no one is having a chat with Vaibhav. Have they come here with the intent that they're anyway going to lose? Are they out there to have some fun? Muhammad Yasir, where is he? Where is Ahmad Ahmad? Why aren't they having a chat with Vaibhav? Why is Charuka coming and talking to him?
Absolutely. They need just somebody to support him. Tell him, no worries, keep plugging away. You will get your own. But he's been isolated.
Finally, a decent looking delivery this time. Wicket to wicket. Good pace. They'll still push that in the gap and got a couple again. Very lazy effort there by the fielder not even on that occasion. Very negative body language on display here by the Emirates fielders. You want to pick yourself up. Yes, future batters do have big names, but you're not playing the players, you're playing the opposition. Oh, another loose full toss outside the off stump this time, but the result is safe. SHAH. Take a bow, young man. You played some brilliant strokes tonight.
Well, the first six was towards Mr. Mahesh's office. This one was straight at Mr. Mahesh. Watch out! He's our tournament director. Don't get him. Oh, that was close. Just over his head. That's a very expensive over. 50 runs off there. Those 3 overs already. 143 for 2. Current run rate just below 12.
I can't imagine what must be going through his mind.
Oh well, just seems to be that kind of day.
Pushes it in faster. This time on one leg and pulling it to the fielder. Mohammad Yasir, the captain. Wow.
Well, slightly casual running there for once. And that was a very strange sweep shot over the shoulder.
With a bounce there from Charuka. He's a tall lad. Remember that quick 70 was thanks to Webber's very generous over last time. 2 easy full tosses and a couple of good looking shots there by him. But Charuka has been easily the best bowler. Unfortunately, he's been let down by his fielders. This time he gives it flight, a very rare delivery with flight from him. So contrasting display from the two spinners. One, Webber seeing the left armer, giving it lots of air and getting punished for it. Charuka though has been pushing it quicker through the air. Been somewhat successful, yes, created a couple of shots. 50 off his 3 overs, he's been taken off. Now with a fine tuning of the field, deep extra cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket square leg. So the front of the batter has been fully covered, which means the bat and fine leg have to be up.
Yeah, this is the right field for Santosh Pillai. And smartly, SHAH just nudging the ball around. But the highest first innings score of the Arabian Cricket League is 247 by Ghanaian Cricket Club, Samir Yunus. Will that be under threat tonight? I think it will be.
Will we be lucky enough to call a game that breaks a record?
Let's finish for that, waiting on it.
Is that the one? Is that the boundary ball of the over? Yes, it is. So protection down at deep extra cover, but the cover region and the point region has lots of runs on offer. When you bowl like that with so much width, it's very easy for the batter to get those runs.
Yeah, just asking to be smacked. And SHAH obliged. He's moved to 76 in quick time. And he'll certainly be eyeing a triple figure score here.
Too close to cut, but he will get some bat onto it. Good bit of fielding there. Rare good bit of fielding there from Emirates NBD. Oh, that's a short one. And well fielded there. Very well fielded there. That long off, that's Akhlaq there. Single again. Which is confirming that the highest score in this tournament is 277. Feature batters might just be Charuka being the only good looking bowler. He's been pulled away, and this time he'll go away for a boundary of the first ball.
Well, it was eventually a matter of time. Even he bowled a poor ball. 1 for 11 in his 2 overs before this, but that was a long hop. And SHAH has rolled into the 80s by rolling on the back foot and pulling it to mid wicket. Beautiful shot.
Quickly run on to 166 in just under 15 overs. Charuka Raveen. Again down on one, again in the same region, but this time Mohammad Yasir. He's everywhere, the captain. Patrolling those boundaries, trying to stop as many runs as he can. But really, he should be thinking of a strategy to break this partnership.
141 run partnership here between Wasi and Kaleem. These Metals also does that on occasion. I remember quite clearly.
Oh, hammered back. Most Khajas I know are quite mischievous.
That's very rude of you. I'll hold that against you.
I'm not even right. That's being hammered over. Will that be a chance? In the midst of it. What an opportunity to break this partnership, but like most opportunities that have come their way to that NBD, they've just let it slip. And Chalka, wow, how disappointed will he be? Another chance goes begging.
Well, Webb Singh, very good bowler, but not a very good fielder. Made the worst decision. It was late, and it bounced right in front of him, and he had no chance. 174 for 2 with 5 overs to go.
Chalka will bowl his last. And SHAH, well, his partner may have gone off, but he's still in the mood. He's on a 90 now with that boundary, looking for those 3 numbers.
Can we see the 5th century of the Arabian Cricket League? Once again, 2 short on the pads. And look at that pull shot there, swiveled on it in a flash. Beautiful shot, Wasi.
Charu Karaveen started things off very well, but he too now has become a victim of. Oh, that's been hit. That's been hit very nicely. Again, the shorter side of the park. And that's gone miles and miles away.
He's been so good against spin today. The swivel pulls, the slot sweeps, all timed to absolute perfection. That was 6 immediately off the blade into those grass banks. Wonderful shot. I think we're going to need a new ball.
At the start of his spell, Charuku was receiving some respect for a few good balls he bowled, but now SHAH has decided no time for respect. We're the business end of the innings. We need to go after everyone. 200 up with that 6. In fact, was up before that, even with that boundary. There's so much going on here, we even failed to notice. But 206 now, feature mattress.
Well, that 277 posted by Gavin Cricket Club, I think that looks out of reach if I'm being very conservative. But the way they're smacking the ball, honestly feel it could be within sight. They're making a statement here, future matches. We might be missing 3 or 4 of our top guns, but that doesn't matter. We've got the depth in our squad to challenge anybody.
The fielders in the deep seem to have spent more time outside the boundary line than inside fetching those balls. There's quite a few of them have gone away and they've gone far. What does SHAH do here? Well, that's been swatted away. And that too goes into the gap. In fact, no, there is a fielder there. He just cuts it off on the counter right to 98 for SHAH now. Will he get to his 100 with a big shot?
That would be a big moment in his career. 98 of 51. He came in at 26 for 2 after 1.3 overs. And he's attacked, counter-attacked from ball 1. Smashed the ball to all parts. That back cut, over extra, down the ground, pulling the ball, hooking the ball. He's shown it all tonight. Squeezed away, behind point. Could this be the magic moment? Yes, it will. SYED HAIDER SHAH gets his century in just 52 deliveries. What a champion's innings from the young lad. Well played. 3 maximums and 12 sumptuous boundaries. Outstanding innings.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous stuff here. We've seen a display of some very, very good batting here. No real strokes of anger, no real shots in aggression, all of them good cricketing shots, just like the one he played to get to his 100. And what a phenomenal batting display has been put up here by SHAH.
Well, that will make the selectors sit up and take notice of this young talent. He's been piling on the runs in every format, across the UAE, across the length and breadth of the land, against every side. And it might be time he gets that call up. Down the ground, lofty, maximum, just beyond the long off's reach.
That's the shortest 6 we've seen, all right. The only one that really got the fielder interested, but SHAH, in the kind of form he is clearing those boundaries with these 106 for him. And he gets to that with this hit. 216 for 3 future mattress.
Well, we have seen they are a good chasing side, NBD. This might be a touch beyond them, considering the quality of the bowling attack in the opposition. But Mohammad Siraj, Hamad Ahmed, they've been in good touch, so you never know, anything is possible.
Oh, what kind of shot was that? And where has that gone? Has that gone straight to a fielder? The keeper gets underneath it and he takes a brilliant catch. A brilliant catch. He ran behind, watched the ball all along, and he swerved on him at the last moment and he swerved with it. Make sure he landed on his gloves.
Well, I was saying Mohammad Siraj, but in fact it's Mohammad Shahid. Outstanding catch. Incredible. He did a full 360 on it, but clung on for dear life. That may be the catch of the tournament. But take about young Syed HAIDER Shah. 106 of just 55 balls, 4 maximums, 12 boundaries, brilliant strike rate, and he set them on the path to a massive score. Well taken catch by Mohammad Shahid.
Viewers, please subscribe my this channel and support me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. 22 number jersey Sayyid Muhammad Haidar Shah alias Wasi Shah is back to pavilion. Cricket lovers, please subscribe my this channel. Thank you very much.